Good day, everyone. I am Jeanette Sabandal, and I will be discussing the time-space continuum of distance learning, which is the fourth objective in our module number one. For our objective, we will discuss what is distance learning in terms of time-space continuum. Okay, our discussion will be grounded in the overview of distance learning, and I will be providing example based on Philippine setup and my own experience as a facilitator during and both post-pandemic. So let's focus on the two continua, which is the time and place. So before that, we have the classroom, traditional classroom, in which we have the fixed time and a fixed place in which the teacher and the student meet. But we all know that distance learning is beyond the four corners of the classroom and the fixed time schedule provided by the system. So in distance learning, we have flexible time and flexible place. In time continuum, teacher and student may agree to meet real time, or they may also agree to have different schedule and interact in different time. For the place continuum, they may agree to meet in a given place or in the same place, or they may be in different places and the learning will continue to happen. So this is a chart in which it shows the intersection between time continuum and space continuum or place continuum rather. So there are four scenarios that we can have. The first scenario is same time and same place. Second is the same place but different time. The third one is the different place but the same time. And the different place and different time. Okay, so let's proceed for the first scenario. For the first scenario, we have the same time and the same place. This may sound familiar because it looks the same as the traditional classroom, but they are different from each other. Because in distance learning, it is not a fixed place and not a fixed schedule. It is rather be agreed by the student and the teacher where they will meet, and the schedule will be based on their availability. An example of which is the alternative learning system that we have in the Department of Education. So in alternative learning system, it is for the students who cannot afford to go to a formal school because of their life circumstances. They are given another opportunity to access education. So it is not limited to any age group. As long as you wanted to go back to school, it is open for you. Okay, so in alternative learning system, it can be a school-based or community-based. In community-based, the learning centers are located in their barangay with one teacher, and those students who enrolled in ALS will meet the teacher once a week. For the given Monday through Friday, if they agree to meet every Saturday, from Monday to Friday, they will be doing their module based on their availability. Just make sure that they are finished. So after a week, they will meet their teacher to discuss the answer and for the student assessment, and also for face-to-face discussion, clarification, and to answer the queries of the student. So that is an example of the same time and the same place distance learning. Another scenario, or the second scenario, is the same place but different time. So an example of which is are the learning resource centers or the libraries. So they are the same place, but students can come different time based on their availability. So during pandemic, classrooms become the same place, but the students will come in different time to get their modules and have consultation with their teachers so that overcrowded um, will be avoided, and the student can still continue to learn. So they have to set a schedule for this. If they wanted to meet their teacher, they can contact their teacher in advance and, and schedule a face-to-face consultation. But for if they don't have any question or clarification, they just can get their module and pass their output in that given classroom. For post-pandemic, it still happen. So we assign one there is a one-on-one teaching consultation with students in modular distance learning. So students in modular distance learning are students with different circumstances in life that they cannot also go to school due to their situations at home. So we are extending our understanding by providing modules that they can do at home, and they are required to go to school at least once a week to have consultation with their advisors. So that is during the post-pandemic. And for the third scenario, we have the different place but same time. For the different place and same time, it is made possible by the technology that we have today. So we have audio conferences and video conferences, an example of which is the synchronous class conducted, or it is widely known as the online class. So it takes place in real time and offers structured schedules, live interaction, and immediate feedback. So for this, we are using different platforms such as Google Meet, Zoom, and MS Teams. So in the Department of Education, there is a new guidelines given last 2024 regarding the shift from face to face to distance learning whenever there is a disaster, depending on the situation. So one of which is the online learning. If face to face classes are suspended, online classes is available. Online classes may continue. But in not all students can afford internet. So, another adjustment is that the school head may adjust class schedules to accommodate internet connectivity issues. Schools should also provide guidance on accessing digital resources. So, for us, since not all students can afford Wi-Fi connection. We are just using data that is so limited. We are using Facebook Classrooms. We are using the Facebook Messenger, in which the class schedule is strictly followed. So that is the same time. So for each class, we are following the same schedule. Communicate through Messenger. The instructions or lecture was given through Facebook Messenger, and then the student's output is submitted on time. For the last one, or for the last scenario, you have the different time and different place. In different time and different place, the best example are the asynchronous classes in which the student learn on their own and they do not require live attendance. We are using recorded lectures that they can access anytime, discussion boards, quizzes, polls, or activity logs. Given that those quizzes, polls, and activity logs are do have deadline. So as long as they do not cross the deadline, it's okay to access those quiz, those polls, and activity logs on their availability or on their available time rather. This is an example of a Google Classroom that we are using for asynchronous class that student can access anytime or in different time wherever they are. Another thing is since not all students can afford to have internet connection, for the revised guidelines of the DepEd, we are using modular learning in which the teacher are distributing modules, worksheets, and learning activity sheets to the students. So either they will give it beforehand or they will distribute it in their barangay centers so that the student can access the module and the learning can happen even if we are in different situation or hard situation. So those are again the four scenarios that we have in time and place continuum distance learning. So I will be posting my prompt questions in our discussion forum. And these are my references. Thank you. And I hope you learned something